Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, well under 20 total carbs. That's how I do it every day. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Today is my first get to sleep in my own bed, wake up in my own bed morning in 5 days. I did 5 overnights. I just plugged in and went at it. Um, yeah. So, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today was how, when we were eating junk, standard American diet entries, crap, awful things, chemicals, processed foods, who knows what, things you couldn't even pronounce, we treated our bodies like a garbage can. Isn't that sad when you think about it? The older we get, the more visits we have to our primary care, the more we learn about what this standard American diet has done to our bodies and how we've really just trashed our ecosystem inside. What a shame. And so for some of us, we've been lucky we get the wake-up call before there's pills or potions or injections or real serious chronic American diet diseases that we have to monitor and maintain. Um, some of us are lucky with that, but then others of us have crossed over into needing the medication, and now we've got a fine thing that we have to deal with, right? And so the blessing for all of us here today is that we found our keto or our carnivore food plans, and we can just begin to heal all that damage inside. After doing 5 overnights at my age, let me just tell you, your constitution takes a little bit of a beating. What was right is wrong. What was up is down. What was working stops working, kind of, sort of. And so it takes a bit. So today I had just a little bit of a tummy recognition. It wasn't an upset. It wasn't sour. There were no ramifications. It's just that my body told me that 5 overnights in a row, even though it didn't mess with my OMAD or choices of food, it just wreaked a little havoc. When I do an overnight in a perfect world, I get 5 to 6 hours of sleep before I go in. Thank goodness. If I didn't have that, I'd really be a trashed Sarah. But at least I get that amount. And so, and then I kind of have a reset the next day at noon. And oftentimes I can't sleep because I'm so into the day. But I lie horizontal and I close my eyes. Do any of you ever do that? And you don't really sleep, but it just really does a world of good to just lie horizontal, close your eyes, and just have everything reset, recharge. Well, that's what I do oftentimes, not every time, but often. And so, yeah, here I am. I woke up in my own bed after 8.5 hours of sleep, and then I get to do the whole day. And then tonight I go to bed and I get to sleep in my own bed and wake up in my own bed all night long again. So this is the good one. This is when I'm in a good space. But I was thinking this morning about the things we choose to eat when we're doing the standard American diet. And granted, most of those things are totally unconscious. Those decisions are just made on what the standard American diet food manufacturers are only hoping has happened. And that has become, we've become so totally addicted to sodium, just that awful table salt, high salt thing. It has nothing to do with really the Celtic salt, Redmond salt, pink Himalayan salt, ocean sea salt that hopefully we get used to while we're doing our keto diet. It's just that we are so used to that chemical taste that they've worked really, really hard at making sure it keeps us addicted to all of those things, the junk foods, the treats, the all of it. And so by the time we come out of it, our bodies sometimes get really bored with the savoriness of a keto food plan for quite a while. The palate is so used to crap that it really goes through a metamorphosis of getting used to real food with butter, salt, and pepper on it, or olive oil, or macadamia nut, or ghee, or lard, or tallow, any of those, coconut oil, any of the good fats that we can have, and the absolute divine flavor of each one of those items when added to our food, our salad, our meats, and how nice it is. And so, oh, Greg is up. So, yeah. And so it takes a while to adjust not only our gut and our head, but our palate as well. We are just so used to what we were eating that we don't even know what good is anymore. When people come up with standard American recipes and how they taste, and have you ever lingered onto a Pinterest or food porn site with standard American recipes or diets, and gotten used to looking at them, and they start looking enchanting, and all of a sudden, you're gone for like 20 minutes of like looking. Yeah. So I have to steer clear of those things. I mean, really, it is the third rail for me to even think. The one blessing in my keto food plan for the years that I've been doing this is definitely my keto pizza. It is the fathead pizza crust that I use recipe, and it is the incredible keto pizza from Eat Rich, Live Long, Ivor Cummins' book that is my topping. And that really is my best of the week kind of things that keeps me just safe. I know it's if I couldn't have this, I would really miss it, food item. And the rest of the time, I'm just having my savory, total carbs, well under 20 food plan. I do have a treat of the 3 vegetables just once a week now, so I've cut down on that. The asparagus, the cauli crumbles, and the Brussels sprouts I only have once a week. I used to have sauteed mushrooms with my filet mignon that I usually have Thursday night, and I've knocked those out too. So the 3 extra veggies that I have are one night a week, and they are tracked, measured, and that's what I'm having. So I'm not overloading on the veggies anymore. In fact, the lettuce leaf salad that I had last night with my salmon and my sea bass that didn't even weigh 6 ounces total was something like 5.6 carbs. So it's still a very, very low carb food plan. And so it works for me. That's what I have during my Monday through Fridays. Very low carb, bowl of lettuces with 3 to 4 tablespoons of the oils on them, depending on the side. When I have the leftover stew, I have less oil because there's so much richness in that. I do have a few cauliflower crumble smatterings in the leftover stew. So actually the cauli crumbles are a twice a week thing. But very, very low and minimal vegetable family entries in my food plan. And that's a whole lot different than what it was. I did a year and a half of low carb, high fat that was basically sweet potato, white potato, and tons of vegetables, including things like Brussels sprouts that are very costly if you weigh and measure your carbs, your total carbs. So that's how I roll with that. It's just very, very simple. I never get tired of it. My palate is totally, totally in love with savory tasting things. I love my my sea salts that are sourced from places where you get all the minerals. I choose to drink mineral water today, sparkling mineral water. The San Pellegrino, the Gersteiner, I pronounce it wrong, I just call it G water. My Mountain Valley water and I have Celtic salt crystals on my tongue before taking good swigs. I have my triple filtered water at home with the juice of a real lemon in it, and I put 1/4 teaspoon of the no salt in that for one of the glasses. 3 shakes of a lamb's tail, 3 shakes of pink Himalayan in it, and I have that 2 times a day. And so my fluids are not like they used to be. I keep them low and heavily salted because I think it's the salt that our body is looking for. The salts with all the minerals, which could go from 82 to 92 different minerals in the different kinds of salts that you use. To me, they totally make a difference in my food plan. And so I just keep doing what I'm doing, and it keeps working. I've been in maintenance now, I don't know, for 3 or 4 years. I lost track. It's like I time travel on my keto. It's just wonderful. So I just treat it as a day at a time program. There's no axis to get wrapped around and jittery and ornery and hangry at because I'm having nutritious foods. I used to be 2 meals a day, and I gave myself a little challenge. I'll go to 1 meal a day, but I always have the option of going back if it doesn't work. I did it and I never looked back. That's been 6 or 7 months now. And so this is just coming to you from the no complaint department. No whining, no complaints. I'm just happy. Tonight is taco salad night. And this is how it's rolling out tonight. One more. My calories are 1,441. My protein is 35.1. My carbs total, not net, are 10.9 because I have that guacamole medallion. And my fats are 123.2. And that works for me. So I have 6 ounces of grass-fed beef sauteed in a little butter. I add my spices from the bottles, cumin, turmeric, cayenne pepper, red pepper flakes, and then the salt and the ground black pepper. I have those and I mix it in the ground beef and I put that aside. And then on my big Fiesta mulberry color platter, I have 50 grams of the organic baby romaine, and then I have 100 grams of red leaf lettuce around it. I put 60 grams of daisy sour cream, 15 grams, 15 grams, 15 grams, 15 grams. I don't have salsa anymore. I've explained to you guys that it's usually, I used to like the salsa, but I like the sweetened one, the one that has more sugars in it. And so I've tried all the bitter salsas. None of them excite me. So I'm happy with my guac, my sour cream, my 6 ounces of the grass-fed sauteed beef. It's 85-15, this one today. I love the 80-20, but the grass-fed is 15-85. And then I circle that wagon of lettuces, the red leaf lettuces, with macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, and extra virgin olive oil. And that is my 1 meal a day. It's a platter. It's a platter of delish, and I call that my taco salad. Thank you, my pickle snowflakes and turtles, for watching this, and my No Matter What Club members. You know who you are. And if you're wonky, if you're not doing keto in a strict and structured way and you'd like to, just for like 30 days, just to get a glimpse of what pure keto foods are without all the crap added to it, no fruit, no grains, no sugars of any kind. Look out for that maltodextrin, it'll get you. No artificial sweeteners of any kind, and no diet sodas. That's how I roll, and it works. And I've been on maintenance, so it works for me. I'm 68 now, going on 69. And so that's the fun I have here on Cape Cod. You can find that at ketocoachingsarah.com if you need me, ketocoachingsarah.com. I offer phone and email chronometer packages. Thanks so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here. I can't do this without you. I've told you that before. I'm needy. Thanks. Bye-bye.